Well, let me try that again. Good morning, beloveds. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas, if you're English. Or happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. This little stand that I got from my coworker is working out really well. So I'm about to go order 4 more. One for Tom, one that I can leave at work, one that I can leave in here, and one that I can leave on my computer, in my area, so that I will have it. So I'm super excited because it's, really good. Okay, so we are doing a new design for living, which I thought was appropriate to start around Christmas. So, they're probably going to get a lot shorter. I think I'm going to take my time through this book. So here's where we are going to do the housekeeping first. And the housekeeping is simply me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email is info@creativelife.org. And if you will email that, it gets you on a mailing email list where you get 1 email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it means it'll take you right to the information or the person that can help you get it. And when I say 1 email a week, I mean 1 email a week, because it's a real person doing it, and he just doesn't have time for more than that. Most of the time, if you would get another email, it's generally weather related, because we do live on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, the Texas Gulf Coast. And the weather can get weird around here. It's been the highs have been in the low 80s for a couple of days, and will be for a couple more. And then the high on Monday is going to be 52. 83 on Sunday, 52 on Saturday. Our weather tends to drop like it saw a state trooper. So that's it. Okay. And the last thing about the email, it is a blind CC, which means nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody's email list because of us. So hopefully you'll think that's worth it. Now, maybe I should take a deep breath. The last one I mentioned is the social media, simply because we're doing this on social media. We do not monetize the social media. So what we ask instead is if you will engage with the pages. Go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you are on. And then and if you allow notifications, then it lets you know when we upload new videos or when we go live, in case you want to know. And then engage with the individual posts. So react to the post, comment on the post, share the post. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff, which is the whole goal of social media. So there's that. All right. Now, okay. We are doing a new design for living, which I don't know what I was about to say. So we're just going to get on with it. All right. So the title for, I think the way this is broken up into, so this is new thoughts. And then, so this is kind of the introduction to new thoughts. And then it's going to break it up into little titles like this. Take a look at yourself. And they're about 1.5 pages. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to do the 1.5 pages, and then we're going to move on. I need to give myself some grace in the morning, so that's the way I'm going to do it. I think I will still reserve Saturdays to tackle longer books, like I'm currently doing Christian Science mental practice. And then after that, I think I'm going to do high mysticism, because it's a good way for me to read the book too. So you'll get a chapter a week. Okay. But this will still be every day. And I just need the grace in the morning. So we are chapter 1, New Thoughts for Old. And he starts it with a quote from Sir James Jeans. We discover that the universe shows evidence of a designing or controlling power that has something in common with our individual minds. Okay. I also pulled a new highlighter. New book, new highlighter. As a beginning, let us take a long look, which should be a new look, at the world we live in. This can be our point of departure away from what has been and toward what we want things to be, the start of our new design for living. In this connection, it might be wise to heed the advice of biochemist and Nobel Prize winner Dr. Albert Sanz Grigori, Giorgyi. Research is to see what everybody has seen and think what nobody has thought. It is often the meaning of the obvious in our everyday world which escapes us. If a label were to be applied to the present day world, it would be the age of science, an age of consistent logical thought used to determine by experiment the nature of the physical world we live in. A ruthless endeavor to push forward the frontiers of discovery so that more of the great unknown, into which the physical seems to dissolve, becomes known. I just wasn't sure where that sentence was going. What? Okay. Nothing is more certain than that things are not only what they appear to be, but are much, much more. Back of everything in life, back of everything in this world of ours, is the unseen cause. Science attempts to try to determine what it is, how it works, and of utmost importance, how to use it. Similarly, this is also the endeavor of unencumbered religion and philosophy, and should be the concern of every thinking person. Just what do we mean when we say that there is an unseen cause back of everything? Which is a question we should be familiar with because Jesse's always talking about it. All right. The world encountered by the senses is very solid, very real, and very tangible. Appearances are one thing, but that which causes them are something else. At this point, we encounter the laws or principles of nature which humanity has not seen and in which many respects but dimly surmises. To illustrate this, we need to look at any living thing, the seed you plant, the small animal, or more dramatically, the newborn babe. Which is kind of ironic that I'm doing this on Christmas Day, right? That sentence. We see evidence of an organizing factor that assembles atoms into molecules and takes many different kinds of molecules and groups them together into cells of many varieties, and then assembles the cells so that a living thing, plant or animal, results. This is not a static bit of life, but a dynamic, growing, progressive life that exhibits an intelligent purpose. Even within the atoms themselves, there is a formative factor that makes the whole atomic world a thing of beauty, symmetry, and harmony. It takes the smallest subatomic particles and molds them into many different kinds of atoms. Some with only one electron swirling about the complicated and still little understood nucleus, and others with hundreds or more electrons surrounding it. It is out of these atoms, the basic building blocks of the universe, that the entire physical world we know is constructed. From the grain of sand to the rock, to the plant, to the animal, humanity, and the farthest star. And these basic building blocks, in their innermost action, display the evidence of order, harmony, and intelligent organization. Just as it is science's constant, sincere effort to discover the nature of the unseen back of all things, it should be our endeavor to discover within ourselves that determining factor which makes our life and experience what they are. In fact, properly approached, this could be the greatest of all sciences, and one in which the individual is both the laboratory and the experiment. All right. As I said, I'm going to take my time through this book. And that's what he's talking about. That is one of those things that is absolutely mind blowing. When you consider how solid we appear, and yet when you get down onto the atomic, and we're not even going to talk about the subatomic, but like the atomic, level, where we've got a nucleus with protons, and then we've got electrons orbiting around them. Like literally we're made up of things that look like our solar system with all that space, and yet we're solid. It's just mind blowing. And the fact that when you get into quantum physics, how electrons seem to think. What? At which point I'm going to quote one of my ministerial teachers, Dr. De Quincey, consciousness goes all the way down. Consciousness goes all the way down. So the electron is conscious. And the fact that they have proven that electrons make decisions, you're just like, wait, what? So if we're conscious all the way down to the electrons, I mean, yeah. So the fact, I like that he says that we are both the laboratory and the experiment. Because the last book we finished, that's exactly what it was like. Your great experiment, your great adventure, your great experiment. This is it. That's what our life is. We are in a constant state, or rather, we can be in a constant state of experimentation. And that's what makes life interesting. Where we go ahead and work it out, figure it out. And, we get together with like-minded people and compare notes. And sometimes we get together with people who aren't, like-minded and compare notes. And that's really exciting when we can do that. And kind of look at the world and go, wow, this is really cool. So, all right. So we have begun the journey in New Design for Living. So I will see you. We'll get back at it tomorrow. But right now, what I'm going to do is go for a bike ride because we saw Boris last night that I really want to go see in the daylight. And what I mean by Boris is one of the 12-foot skeletons. He was putting up a wreath, and it looked cool at night, but it was kind of hard to see. So we're like, oh, we're going to get back on the bikes and go ride by him today, and see what he looks like during the day. All right, beloveds. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a merry, hang on. I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a magical day, a Christmas day, a be with your family day, or be with your friends day, or take some time for yourself day, a make sure you drink plenty of water day, a go move your body day, a enjoy the wrapping paper day, the wrapping paper chaos day, eat something amazing day, a you got this day, a don't let them get to you day, a if you're alone today, call a friend day, or call somebody that you just haven't talked to in a while day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because it is Christmas Day, and I get it, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. That is my favorite part of that statement. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. Whew. Reverend David will probably be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. I don't go back to work until Monday, so I have some time. But I'm going to try and do it. Well, as you can see, today I was late, but in the 9 o'clock hour. And I will get the Christmas Eve service up on YouTube. My plan is to put it up with the music, but I will also edit all the music out and just put the talks. So if you want to go back and listen to the talks, you can just do that too. So it'll go up on YouTube twice. All right. Whew. So take care of yourself. Absolutely take care of yourself today. Drink plenty of water today. Know that you are loved